game I play. And hello everyone and welcome. My name is LimBryn and this is Minecraft, as always, because that's the only game I play. And in today's episode, I'm just finishing lighting up some of this area because I'm going to be working here and I don't want my base to be under constant threat of creepers. And I could just sleep, but that's too much effort. You know, it being less effort than lighting the entire place up. So today, as I kind of hinted at in the last episode, and by hinted I mean deliberately talked about, we're going to be putting in some more stuff in Turtle Keep because I just want to work on Turtle Keep. So the first thing I'm going to do is, the first build we ever did in this world was I built a little dock here. I want to do that again. The first thing we're going to do is rebuild this little dock, and it's kind of a useless dock, but like, it's a fun dock, so yeah. And these boats are the finishing touches of the dock. So now we have a dock. I don't actually like the boats. That one just blends in way too much. And kind of the same with this one. Although maybe I can just have like one over here. Either way, the dock's done. It's pretty similar to the original. It's not quite the same. The floor is now like kind of this varied stuff, and also the lake's a lot deeper than it was when I built the first one. So I kind of had to build around this rock. I was originally going to build it a tiny bit further over, but that rock was kind of in the way. So I decided to build it here. There's a nice little path going to it. And yeah, that's kind of it. It's a dock. It's not very complicated. Next thing to do I want to decorate this area some, because I don't think there's enough room for like another structure here really, or like another house, I guess, because you have the farm right there and that one right there would be a little cluttered. Plus we have all of this space to use, and up there as well. So instead of putting any like house there, I'm just gonna put some trees and maybe like a little campfire for people to sit at. But for us to do anything there, we have to first move the cows and sheep, because they're just in holes here with these little like things on top of them. So let's do that. So while I was moving the cows, it's come to my attention I only have one, and while it's not actually hard to find cows, which is why I'm gonna go and do a detour to find that's a horse, another one, I kind of just want to have two in their hole. There's a cow. I brought nothing. This isn't the hard way, I swear, this is easier. Okay, lead acquired, and the cow, it was like over here or something? Is that a cow? That's a cow. That'll work. Okay, cow, you're coming with me. And being put in a hole, and I'm probably not going to use you until maybe later this episode when I build a animal farm. Do 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 do. Ah. Don't worry, cow. I'll get us out of this. See, I've fallen in this hole before. do 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 do. Sneaky cow. Easy. And here for that. Cow, get. Thank you. Oh, how do I get a cow over the wall? This is why I need entrance. This could be flawless segue to entrance. I do not think so. I think I launch cow over wall aggressively with catapult. Or, you know, dig a hole in the wall is the obvious option that I'm gonna do, because cow, come through wall. Come on, there you go. Cow, don't fall off the cliff. Good cow, come hither. Down here, come on. Okay, he's fine. This way, cow. Yes, right into that hole right there. Woo, cow. They're now just slightly more hidden, so I can put stuff here. So now to the matter of what am I gonna put there? I think I'm gonna start with a little campfire, which I'm not. Oh, I do have campfires. I have a lot of campfires. That is the last of the little campfire that I've made. And I also added quite a few trees. Well, only like 4 or 5 maybe around here because this is supposed to have just been kind of they settled in the Stark Forest and built stuff in it, not really they, removed the entire forest, built stuff, and then put it back. But I added some like shrubbery along the like edges of this cliff because I, thought it would be good. I also added some just kind of on the house because that I feel like is where it would build up. There's also a tree up here, and whether or not a tree could naturally grow there and then survive with its entire root system being removed is debatable, but it looks decent, so it's gonna stay. Also, sparkled some lanterns about. They're just kind of hanging from the trees, so it's all non-spawnable. And yeah, I'd say overall it looks pretty good. You have a nice little fire pit with maybe some soup cooking. I tried to put some aesthetic meat on the campfire, but turns out that once it's cooked, it just pops off and doesn't just sit there, which kind of sucks because I wanted to have some, meat just sitting there, ready to be eaten. But yeah, overall, I'd say it worked out pretty well. Put this this little log here as a place for him to sit. I was thinking about maybe adding some like proper wooden chairs, but I've decided that this is probably, for maybe like guards or something, although I don't know if a settlement this small would have guards, but they would like, sit here and be ready to face invaders, possibly from the castle up there, which isn't loading in, even though I know you can see a little bit of the. There it is, yeah. Yeah, I'd say overall it looks pretty good, and now on to the next thing that we're gonna build in Turtle Keep today. And that is going to be another little house because we now have right kind of a mining hut over back there with the mine shaft there, and we have the farming house. I guess we have this, but it's not really a house, it's just a watchtower. So I'm going to build somewhere over here. It's going to be a nice little house to put our livestock in, so the sheep and the cows that are currently kind of just shoved down here. Now, in terms of which location to build this house, I was thinking kind of in here maybe, because there's some nice open spots maybe where we could put the livestock, and that's kind of some of the only open space in Turtle Creek, unless we want to go up on top of the little hill here. I do need to put something up there, but that's probably going to be, well, the keep part of Turtle Keep, which, I haven't built yet because keeps are kind of, well, they can be stone castles, I guess, but I always think of a keep as like a wooden castle, kind of. Like, almost like the woodland mansions, but a little more simple, because this is, gonna have the keep kind of overlooking the little settlement with all of the people, so I feel like the livestock. Is there a name for a person who deals with livestock? I guess a shepherd. The shepherd's house will be down here somewhere, and I was thinking just right in here. Hi, there. I don't have a bow. But yeah, it would probably be like out here in the open somewhere. But I kind of like building my houses against cliffs, so I was thinking maybe put it in that area, against that little hill, and then we can have a nice open field for all of the livestock kind of in this area up against the wall. So why don't we get building and see how it turns out? And just like that, the farmhouse and barn are both done. This actually took me forever because I don't know how to build barns. Originally, I was gonna maybe do the like red and white thing, but then I was like, oh wait, no, this is a medieval town, and now we have this. I like it. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. And in here you have a mix of podzol and coarse dirt because podzol is literally animal feces, and then some hay to feed them. And I mean, this is a terrible place to store your hay. Your animals will just eat all of it probably. Um, and then there's a little door that goes into the actual house, and it looks a little bit weird because it's like a completely different wall. But this just goes in here, and I haven't done anything with the interior of this yet because I the barn took me forever. Like, this took me way longer than it should have. So I just did the exterior of it and then was like, no, I'm done now. And this actually directly goes over to the wall. I guess this is the perfect test with that creeper to see if he can get in, because this actually goes past the wall, and this is like now the wall, I guess. Either way, I think it turned out pretty good. How did you spawn? I thought I lit things up better than that. Okay, but either way, I did that, but then another thing I did was I put some filters in the storage system up here. Those being the first, like 7 slots here. I put all of these filters in, and now we're going to see if it works. So I only put one item in for each filters, and it needs 43 before it'll actually start filling things, which is why I'm putting a stack of a few different things, and we're just going to see if it works. Supposedly, that's all I have to do. um, supposedly. I'm really not confident in this. I don't know why. I tested this in creative and it worked well. So hopefully this works great. But I'm not so sure. I just picked... Where did I go past a water stream where I managed to pick up an apple? Okay. Oh, no, of course. I have made mistakes. 1 minute, give me all my stuff back. So, I've just noticed this. I haven't really done the filters super well in the order I've placed them in, because the way it works is it goes around, does the entire top layer, then it does the entire second layer, whereas I have done the first few rows of all 3 layers. So this isn't going to work very well. Did I put in anything in the first layer? I think I must have, but I'm going to sit here for a bit, and actually, while I sit here, I can maybe check this one. So we got some apples in there. Yeah, no, I think Podzol is the first thing. So if we get any Podzol, then the system is messed up. Okay, Podzol's just started to come in, and it's actually getting collected. If any more comes in, we could actually see it. Yep, there one just went. Come on, give me another Podzol. Yeah, there's a Podzol. Look, it just goes and it's gone. Yay. So it works. I just put the filters in badly. I need to do the top row first and not Oh, and some gold just went in. That's another one of the top row things. So I've just been like looking at it. I was gonna, but some of them I've noticed don't actually hit the honey block and they just go. And because of the way they're moving, it makes me think it's lag, but I might have to change that somehow to make that work better, but I'm not entirely sure how one would make that not happen other than just make it not lag. Okay, it would appear I've stopped getting items, so that means it's done all of it, and in theory, a few of them should have actually worked because they're in the top row, but they would start here. Yeah, Podzol has 41, gold has 41, and iron, and I don't think I put anything else in for the top row. And then now I just have to go through all of these ones, and well, at least actually this will be really easy because comparators. So it looks like mostly they ended up in the first one, but because of that thing that I mentioned earlier, they sometimes go around the corner. It seems like a lot of them ended up in that hopper for some reason. Now I have a potential fix for it, but I'm not entirely sure it'll work, but on YouTube, a lot of people don't have this like corner junction that I've done here where they have an ice block there. They just have it go around the corner, and I think that might be better. I think that might result in it actually working more often. But lag does weird things. But I have a feeling that because it's not being pushed by water here, it has the potential to like lose velocity and just kind of weirdly go around the corner, which is very annoying, but I'm guessing that I can fix that pretty easily. And of course, the actually important part of the storage system is things ending up in barrels. Let's see, Podzol, we have 23. Gold, we have 23, and that's all I put in the first row, which is great. And then make sure I actually got all of the other stuff back, and I did. So it seems like it's working. I just need to, actually put the filters in the right order, and it will be beautiful. Okay, before we go to the interior of the barn house, I actually want to test one more thing, and that is that other corner method I talked about, which is essentially getting rid of this water and breaking this sign. So if we just, it's a terrible way to do it because this might end up in the system. We're good, and then break this sign, and hopefully that will make it more reliable. I'm not sure about that, but it looks like it does go all the way to those hoppers, so I'm just gonna like throw some of these apples in, I guess, and see what happens. Okay, the apples have been thrown in and they're going, and it's looking promising. So far they are all actually doing the correct movement. But I'm gonna watch it while all 64 go in, and then we'll see what happens. Oh, well, I found an entirely different concerning thing about this, and it's a very easy fix, but if you look at those hitboxes, they seem to be drifting very forward, I guess, like that direction while they're going, and while it's not a problem for the first one, it will slowly get off the ice path doing that, and that's an easy fix. I know how to do it. I need to put another honey block in, because what's happening is this water is pushing diagonally both that way and that way, so once they get off of it, they're still kind of being pushed that way some, so they get pushed into this gap and kind of farther than they should have. And that is only 45 apples. Now, I threw in a whole stack, and I wonder where the rest of them ended up. Oh, never mind. It's not actually a problem. It's just that 46 is three things, and it will actually get to here and start draining it, so there's 45 in here, 1 in here, and then I take it there are some amount here, yeah, 18, and then if we take everything else out, we should end up with a full stack. Yeah, okay, everything's good. It worked. This corner worked perfectly. So, I guess I will go ahead and make all of the corners that, because, you know, it works, and I'll also add that extra honey block in so it doesn't go shooting out. Well, I fixed all of the corners and I adjusted all the water streams so they're nice and neat, and all the corners now have 2 honey blocks. Well, I guess there's a third one in the wall probably, but all the corners actually work now, so this should be a fully functioning storage system. All I need is filters, which I'm not gonna do more right now because that seems like work. Also debating this thing that I've done, mostly because it's just kind of annoying and in the way somewhat, and I had this worry that if I like threw things in here, it's like, oh, now I have to go towards bulk. I like walk past this and it's just going in general. I'll collect all of the things that go in here. So the chances of me getting something from this tube are pretty high, but I'm not sure where I'm going to move it to, and I think I might want to put the bulk section in first. And the tube could probably go somewhere just like off to the side over like here or something, or probably in that corner actually. But for now, I think I'm going to go back to Turtle Keep and do the interior to the farmhouse. With that, the interior to the farmhouse is now done. It's kind of like a cute little... I imagine this kind of interior as more like a cabin in snowy mountains or something, right? Because it's like cute, you have like your fireplace and stuff, but I think it looks pretty good. So I have, right, 2 people live here. I'm not done with like the workplace of the other person, because right, you have the shepherd slash rancher who takes care of the sheep and cows. Then you also have the butcher, I think, is going to live here, and their little station for work might be like out here somewhere. It's going to be a lot smaller, obviously, than the quite large barn, and I'm not sure how well that like dynamic would work in a household, having the person that cares and loves the animals with the person that slaughters them for meat. But either way, they're going to live together, so they have a little double bed, and then they also have a fireplace for like, you know, warmth and stuff, and then they have some storage over here, a chest and some barrels, and of course they have this nice little carpet. But now I think this build is done for the time being. I don't think I'm gonna put in the little butcher station over here just yet, and it might not even go there. I might decide to make a butcher his own house in the end, but for now I think I'm done with putting more stuff in Turtle Keep, except for one more thing that I want to do. That would be putting in some actual turtles, because the reason this is called Turtle Keep is because a few episodes back we tried to put some turtle eggs down here in this lake, and then I terraformed the entire thing and decided to make a town here. But now that I have this wall and some torches and stuff, the turtles are actually going to be safe and not just get instantly trampled by zombies. Okay, well, turtle eggs are hatched, but there's a problem. I have you know, bad omen, which is a slight bit problematic. You see, I was wrangling pillagers because I saw a pillager raiding party, and I was waiting for the turtle eggs to hatch. I was like, oh, I'll just go like capture them and put them in a hole and pacify them later. They're probably despawned by now because I've gone very far away. But my base is technically a village, so it's a bit problematic that I have this, because I can't go to my base. I'm gonna have to find a cow to milk without going to my base. which has, like, some very convenient cows in that shed that I made. Um, yeah, it's a bit problematic. You see, I was going to just, peacefully get them, but then one of my dogs, that one right there, for whatever reason, is just wasn't sitting, and it went and killed the pillager. And now I have bad omen, and I need to find a cow. Woo, cow. Okay. What's that sound? What's this just sound always makes? Okay, well, we no longer have bad omen, and I totally left my shulker box on some random mushroom, didn't I? Yeah, okay, cool. At least it was easy to find. Okay, so I'm kind of hoping that the pillagers have not just completely despawned. I shoved them in this hole. They're gone. Yep. Okay. I don't know where the rest of my blocks I had, though. But LimBryn Jr., you've been a very bad dog. I swear, he was sitting in my base. Like, hi. He was just sitting in his spot, probably, I forget where exactly, but he was just sitting here, and then he was like, no, I'm gonna go give you a bad omen today. In fact, I'm not entirely sure where he's saying, probably just in this corner, that this will work. So I don't know what you were doing, and he's also not at full health anymore. But that was annoying, and I no longer have pillagers. Either way, it doesn't really matter that much. We have tiny baby turtles. Look at, they're so cute. Oh, I love baby turtles. I need to name them. Oh, what do I name the baby turtles? Okay, I think one of them is going to be named Chad. I don't know why, but Chad, and then Tortuga. Because, I have no levels because I died to pillagers. Hopefully this will be, like, enough to get me a level. Oh, that got me a level. Well, I also have these. And I'm terrible at using them. Okay, and now I can actually name Tortuga. There we go. Very original turtle name. Yeah. Tortuga and Chad. Oh, they're so cute. I love baby turtles. They're, like, one of the cutest things. Okay. They're so tiny. Look at them. Okay, also, be free. Yay. You too. Don't die. I mean, they probably won't, but don't die. Once they grow up, I might actually be able to, like, see them, because currently, unless I turn on hitboxes... Oh, there's one. Look how cute he is. Okay. And while I was doing that, I've also done a few other things. I mean, the main thing was I captured a raiding party of pillagers that's now gone, but I also put all my cows and sheep in here. So we have 3 of each. There's 2 adults and 1 baby of each type, and I think I'm only going to go up to like 4 because I just don't want, like, right, if they're going to be in the same area, I don't want to just have a ton of them. I have to make sure none of them are in here because one of the pillagers got into here and it was very difficult to get him out without all of the sheep leaving. It looks like one of the sheep grew up, so now I might be able to breed them again. I've also just noticed it's raining, which might mean that the video quality isn't super great right now, but hopefully it's okay. It looks like these guys maybe can also breed. Yay, okay, so that's all the breeding I'm going to do of the animals, just because I don't want that many, like I said, because I don't want to overcrowd it. Though they really seem to like this corner. Like, they're all just kind of chilling in that corner. So, who knows what's happening with that. Now that we have turtles, I kind of want to try and grow them up some so, they're actually visible. But that, involves finding them first before I can feed them tons upon tons of seagrass. Let's see, will I be able to see if they're hitboxes? Oh, hey, turtle. Chad, hi. Have all the seaweed. Okay, well, I've given Chad... Oh, Chad just grew up. Woo. I gave him like a full half a stack of seaweed. And I also got a turtle scoot, which I believe you need 5 of those to get a helmet. So, that's probably not happening. But now I have to find a Tortuga. Oh, there's Tortuga. I don't actually have any more seagrass for you. I'll be back in a second. Stay there. Wow, Tortuga like kind of stayed in the same area. You have more food. You must grow to be big and strong. They just ate full stack seagrass without growing. Okay, well, Tortuga will grow up eventually. And for now, I think we are probably out of time for this episode. Well, we got a lot done in today's episode. I hope you liked it. And if you did, horse, I'm trying to do an outro. Be still. And if you did, feel free to hit that button. And other than that, I'll see everyone next episode. Have a great day. And as always, bye.